All right, here we are, a couple more days out before the Super Bowl. Let's see if anything goes down or not. It's interesting that we have the Chinese New Year tomorrow, then the Super Bowl Sunday, then Lincoln's birthday on Monday, all 3 days in a row. Let's see if it's interesting or not. So, I had a really vivid dream last night. Very hyper vivid dream. I was in a house. The house was like almost split in two. It was a large house. It looked like really similar houses you would see in Florida or something like that. And somewhat basic, but not at the same time. I could tell something was different about this place, but I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was. And I found it strange that it was next door to a gas station. So I was apparently living with somebody or having a relationship with somebody, and very deeply connected with this person in this dream. This person I did not see in this life or have any familiarity with her in this life. But we had a really deep bond in this dream of this setting, supposedly living in this house. And that's one thing I deeply admire about dreams, as opposed to this phony reality, is that I've had so many deeply close bonds with people in dreams over the years. People I don't even know technically, but felt a lot closer to them than most people I know here. And that should tell you a lot about how restrictive this reality is, how absolutely ass backwards everything is here. Because like a lot of these dreams, to me, that sort of setting, that sort of bond, that sort of intimate connection is normality. It's how it's supposed to be, the sort of mind to mind communication, which I did have there. But anyway, I found myself having all these people show up to my house, and they were sleeping and living like in the front yard. And we couldn't quite figure out why, but things became increasingly more congested and strange, and it reached a point where people started going in and out of the house. And so at that point, the setting had changed, and I find myself with a different group of people. And this was my current family I have today, and other people are with them that I don't know. And we're in this tropical jungle environment, hiking through the forest. And as we go and hike in this flat, hot, barren kind of environment, we start coming upon these strange contraptions that are really hard for me to describe. They are like machines of some kind. They were red, blue, and different colors, and some kind of look like giant screws, and some look like boxes of some kind. Hey, Chansum, what's happening? And so every time we came up to one of these machines, like it would have us, it would like almost force us to go through it. like we would have to go inside there and try to come out the other side like it was some kind of trap, and we needed to exit this trap, and we were scared to go in there, but we seemed to be able to exit all of these machines that were placed before us in this jungle. And the end result of that was some kind of large mansion. The large mansion was 2 stories, and it had a lake and all kinds of beautiful things. And we go there and we see a large party of people wearing 1920s suits, 1920s dresses, and there were basically like celebrity type people there that you think of as famous. And they invited us in to join their party. And that was it. Before I go, I uploaded a video to the community post about this strange incident on an airplane of a guy exploding blood everywhere, all over the airplane cabin, lost liters of blood. It came out of his mouth and nose. And as far as I'm concerned, this story is kind of being kept silent for whatever reason. So I'd love for you to check it out and see what you think of that. Matrix we live in and looking for a way out. Yeah, totally possible. The machines, just to be clear, they were like really crude, very basic looking, like nothing complicated, like some kind of what you would think of as like some giant winches or vices, or like like some kind of grinder type things. I don't know what the hell they were, but they looked very basic to the eye, is what I'm saying. Yeah.